Now, University of Fort Hare Vice-Chancellor and Principal Professor Sakela Buhlungu is appealing to President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa to ensure his safety. Buhlungu survived an apparent assassination attempt outside his home on Friday night. Shots were fired at his vehicle, but his bodyguard died in this attack. Well, let's get to the response from the presidency now. I'm joined by Minister in the presidency, Mondli Gungubele. Minister, good afternoon. Welcome to today. Thank you very much for your time and, of course, for your patience, because we do understand you are busy in a meeting. We appreciate you coming out of that meeting to talk to us. Professor Buhlungu is now in a safe place, we understand. I've spoken to the Association of South Africa's PhDs. They are also hoping that his safety will be guaranteed. But he's come straight to the presidency, we understand, saying, please help me to keep me safe. What is the presidency's response to his appeal?
Thank you very much, Brother, and to your viewers, and thanks for the opportunity. Let's extend our condolences to the protector who lost his life under these unfortunate circumstances. Having said all that, indeed, the president has been approached, and Senior Counsel to Ms. Ntsebeza spoke to me, and I had a conversation with the professor yesterday, and I also had discussions with the Minister of Higher Education. As I'm talking to you now, Brother, a lot of interventions have taken place. The other one has already been pronounced by himself. As I'm talking to you again tomorrow, I am joining the Minister of Education, hoping to meet the council, joining the minister tomorrow. And I thought I wanted to take this opportunity to say, the professor would have actually sent a text to me today about the meeting of tomorrow. I tried to call him, and I realized that his connectivity was not in good conditions. But what I wanted to say to the professor and the entire Council of 40, the president's view is that intervention by the minister and a lot of other respective relevant structures should be given a chance in dealing with this matter, both from the point of ensuring that there are investigations that are going on without being interrupted, and also the minister intervening in engaging all stakeholders in looking at all the other aspects that are actually affecting the entire situation of Fort Hare, because we attach a lot of significance in the stability of Fort Hare so that it can be an institution that is preferred by the highest talented lecturers who must actually prefer it as an area where they can deliver the service of human capital development.
You must be concerned, though, Minister, about this kind of violence being meted out against leaders of the institution of higher learning. I saw a report earlier that even the Vice-Chancellor now, Oscar van Heerden, has quit because of concerns around the safety. In fact, we tried to reach out to him to talk to me this afternoon, and he said, I can't talk right now. The situation is very sensitive. As a president, you must be worried and concerned, because this is not how our institutions of higher learning, this is not how they should be operating. This is not the kind of situation they should be facing.
I agree with you, brother. Institutions of learning, be it higher learning or be it basic education, should be the sacred place for learning, should be the places of peace for human development. They should be deterrent to criminality. As I'm talking to you now, I'm going through a briefing by my team with regard to what is it that we are supposed to understand. We are getting deeper to that situation. I will be engaging the Minister of Police in this matter, and I think it's not just the issue of Fort Hare. I have already asked them to brief me about other relevant institutions. I discussed with the Minister of Higher Education. We've already had killings in KwaZulu-Natal, and at some stage I was briefed by the Vice-Chancellor of UNISA about some of the threats that are there. And there is a need to deal with the entire threat analysis of these institutions and actually make sure that we do our best to extricate or remove criminality in those institutions because of the nature of sensitivity, because of the delicacy of the sort of service they give to society. Not that crime is accepted anywhere else, but at least you must send a message that it can't be tolerated here.
Yeah, especially because these are institutions that are forming the future careers of the youth of this country. The other concern, it seems to me from my earlier interview with the Association of PhDs, that this is around contracts. This is around issues of fraud and corruption and malpractice. And that some vice-chancellors, unlike Professor Buhlungu, who's now understandably hiding in a safe location from the reports we've seen, they're not speaking out. Would you, as a presidency, encourage any head, any executive of any institution, in this case of higher learning, to speak out if they are coming under pressure to do certain deals which are against good governance?
The worst we can put up with, Braden, it's when heads of learning institutions cannot speak out. Institutions, especially those of higher learning, it's where the freedom of expression of ideas, where diversity, where interrogation of society in an open and unfettered way should take place. Those institutions should constitute the principal conscience of society. The least you can tolerate is inability to speak out in those institutions. When it actually affects the heads of the institution, it should be viewed as being at its worst level. I have no doubt we'll engage with them, and I've got no doubt that we'll have to find a way that those institutions are the institutions live the life they're supposed to live in society in a globally competitive way.
Are you going to be doing that on an urgent basis? I'm asking about this because issues of implementation of any action that government decides has been found wanting in the past. Is this matter being dealt with urgently?
The reason I'm going there tomorrow, joining the Minister of Higher Education, and I've even asked the DM, the Deputy Minister of Intelligence, to accompany me, that's the seriousness attached to this matter. And we'll be able to demonstrate the urgency that is actually relevant to the matter at hand.